Hey guys, welcome to this very first lick in our 12 licks of Christmas. For day one, I'm going to be looking at a pretty cool diminished arpeggio idea with a little bit of tapping thrown in as well, which is always good fun. So what I'm doing here is, starting off with, is I'm taking this principle of, if you know your theory of diminished harmony, a diminished seventh chord is actually made up from a root note, a minor third, a diminished fifth, and a diminished seventh, which is like a double flat seven. But the great thing about diminished ideas is you can take a shape or whatever on the guitar and shift it 3 frets to get another inversion of it. Because of the symmetry of the intervals involved, you're always kind of going up, starting off, going up 3 frets, going up 3 frets, going up 3 frets. That's the cool thing about it. The guitar is a very kind of pattern-based, logically laid out instrument, so when we have these kind of cool ideas, we just get these things built into our muscle memory on our hands and then just shift them about. So this is what I'm doing with this. What I'm going to start off with, our root note is E, so I'm starting off 7th fret the A string here, and I go up 3 frets and play 10th fret on the A string there. So that's a root and a minor third. Then I jump up to a diminished 7th here, which is a 6th fret the G string here, and then I play 9th fret the G string. But again, I've got that shape of 3 frets. All I've done is taken this, skipped a string, and then go back a fret. Okay, so that's kind of the slightly awkward shape because you have to jump back the way. Then I go forward to here. So relative to our root note of E, I'm starting in the diminished 5th this time. So I'm playing 8th fret the D string, then 11th fret the D string. So I've got 3 fret gap. But the cool thing about the way the guitar's tuned now in the top 4 strings is I take that exact same shape, skip a string and just play it in the B string. So 8th to 11th fret in the B string. Okay, so that's our kind of first 8 notes there. It goes like this. And I'm picking all that, so alternate picking there. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Next, I start with a root note here in the G string. So I'm on 9th fret the G string. Then I do the old 3 fret up to 12, and again, because of the tuning, I just jump up, miss a string out, go straight to the high E string and play 9, 12 there as well. That last note's a hammer on. Now the reason I'm doing that is it helps with the transition into the tapping bit, but I'll kind of talk about that. So that first part of it goes like this slowly. Hammer on at the end there. So I've got a little bit of awkward position shifting here, just because I wanted the duration of that lick to start from here and go up here. I could have started obviously in the D string and done some shifting along the strings or something, but I wanted to keep it this kind of area of the neck. You do have a little awkward jump, that bit there. The first finger has to go from here to here to here. So if you work on that nice and slowly, take the 4 notes as your kind of little phrase, your unit. Little pause, then next 4 notes, little pause, and then next 4 notes. Okay, now this hammer on bit here, the reason I'm hammering on is it gives me time. If I was picking it, I'd have to go straight here for a tap, and I run out of time to do that basically. So I'm doing a little hammer on to allow me to tap 3 frets above again. So what I'm doing here is I'm hammering 9 to 12, then I'm going to tap 15th fret of the E string here, and this is the start of our little kind of 6 notes to the beat phrases. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to tap 15th fret, pull off to 12, pull off to 9, then I do the exact same thing on the G string. So I tap in the G string, 15th fret, pull off to 12, pull off to 9. So that's my 6 notes. Okay, then from here I tap to the 14th fret there. I'm going to pull off 11 to 8 in the B string. And you can probably guess what's going to happen here. I do the same thing in the D string, tap at the 14th fret, pull off 11, 8. So that's my second group of 6. So you have this kind of sequence that goes. Okay. The last 3 notes, I tap 13th fret, and then I'm going to do 10 and then 7 in the A string. Back where we started basically. So that little tapping sequence is using the symmetry again. So if you can get this bit onto your hands, you can rattle off that stuff really easily because you're just kind of fixing this 3 note shape, 3 fret shape here with your 1st and 4th finger, or 3rd if you want, and then you're just tapping 3 frets above again. You can do all this sort of stuff where you can learn the top 2 strings. You could do a stretch or something. You can do licks like that basically, so you got a kind of a 4-note per string thing going on, but you've got a lot more notes and it sounds quite dramatic used in the right kind of context. So let's go through all that slowly. We have this bit here. Important bit, hammer on, then it goes. Okay, so have fun with that. I mean, diminished sounds, you hear them all over the place, from jazz to blues to rock and metal. I mean, this is more of a, I suppose you could say this is more of a kind of metal usage of it, I suppose, and to create a bit of dissonance over an E drone or tapping into a little bit of Phrygian dominant kind of sound or something like that. But just muck about with it and just let your ears guide when you could use it. Of course, you don't have to play exactly the same phrasing or tempo like that. You could slow it down, put a swing in it, you know, put little skips or stuff in it, you know, just muck about with it. So make sure to stay tuned for the next licks. Got another 11 to go. Of course, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and that's the best way to kind of keep up to date. But there's things I post up on Facebook and things and Twitter that you won't see in the YouTube channel, so make sure to check them out. The links and stuff will follow at the end of this video. But until then, have fun with it, and I'll see you for day 2.